Alright guys, welcome to the holy crap, to the 14th race or 13th race of the Microsoft Cup Series season. We're here live at Dover International Speedway for the Austin Speaks 400. So Tony Stewart has started on the pole today. Beside him is the 48 car of Jimmie Johnson. Both cars pretty much the best current drivers in the racing league in here at Dover Motor Speedway. We're pretty much starting with 1-2. You see Kevin Harvick also behind them. Let's go and start looking at our starting laps here. So once again, Tony Stewart and Jimmie Johnson starts on the pole in the front row. Second row is Jeff Gordon and Kevin Harvick. Third row is Clint Bowyer and Kasey Kahne. Fourth row is Dillon Jr. and Kyle Edwards. Fifth row is Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin. Sixth row is Cole Witt and Kurt Busch. Seventh row is Brad Keslowski and Matt Kenseth. Eighth row is Ryan Newman and Brad Vickers. Ninth row is David Dillon and Aric Almirola. 10th row is Truex Jr. and McMurry. I'm going to show you the rest of the lineup here. We got a very good run for the 35 car of Cole Witt. Pretty much far back in those points, but a one here will be very good for him. Let's go ahead and go downstairs for the command and fire the engines.
Let's get it started. Drivers, start your engines!
So Dover International Raceway, once again, is pretty much one of the toughest tracks on the NASCAR service. If you get very loose, it's very tough to save your race car. Most likely ending up into the wall or in the infield grass, on the back stretch or the front stretch or even the turns. But that's what makes the track great. Some great racing has happened here. And big ones have happened here as well. Let's see what happens today. Pace car is off. And Tony Stewart is the control starts to lead ourselves to green. As we're underway here at Dover. So 14 cars early out front. Here comes Jeff Gordon in 24 car. He started third. Jimmie Johnson's already falling back third place there right now. Tony Stewart leads that first lap. So 3 wide action there in the back of the pack. Now here comes Jeff Gordon. Still trying to look for second over Jimmie Johnson. You see Clint Bowyer also in the 15. He's going to make it 3 wide for second. Doesn't stick, it cautions out. And barrel rolling's the 2 car, and the 10 car's barrel rolling as well. Wow, Ryan Newman, Matt Kenseth, even wrecking here on the front stretch too. Greg Biffle, Austin Dillon. Wow, what a mess here. Already on lap number 2, a big wreck it looks like has unfolded here at Dover. Very odd. So cars on pit road: Casey Mears, Danica Patrick, Matt Kenseth, Ryan Newman, Brad Keselowski, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has damage too. We're still wrecking here. Wow. David Ray and JJ Yeley just wrecked. What a mess here on the lap number 2. These cars are on pit road. Some people pitted, some people did not. Clint Bowyer being one of them. He's going to be our race leader. But we're going to go ahead and see what happened here. What a mess already on lap number 2. We'll go back and see what happened here. So here's what happened to bring out the caution. The original part to bring out the caution. Ryan Newman thought he was clear of the dirt 2 car, but he bumper hooks him right into the wall hard. That sends the 2 car on into the catch fence. And he starts to starts to flip now. And that wreck right there pretty much caused the chain reaction. We'll see the second part of the wreck too, but this was originally the caution was floor 4. Before all that stuff was starting to happen. Major hit there. I think it was the cars that were on the bottom of the racetrack. That's what caused the second wreck too. Alright, let's see what happened in the second wreck now. With Joe Logano, I believe, was involved here. So as the wreck was unfolding, they were on the apron. And you do not want to be on the apron. And back up here. Ooh, wow. Trying to get a good angle off this thing. So here's what happened again. So Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Kasey Mears get into each other while trying to avoid that wreck, and they go into the wall very hard, and the force send the 10 car up and over. Just like JJ Yell got into him. But yeah. As she continues to flip over multiple times, it ends up on this roof. And now here's our third part of the wreck here. And I actually now trying to avoid that wreck. The 95 car gets into the 21 car, which caused another chain reaction, spinning the 23 car JJ Yeley and Matt Crafton. That's what caused the other wreck to happen. So mostly chain reaction wreck pretty much happened here. And then after that, we had another wreck. Just a complete mess here. There's an absolute complete mess right here. Now here goes Biffle trying to get to the finish line for the race back, and they end up spinning out each other. One car gets into the wall, and he hits Biffle. Dillon gets into the wall, Biffle too. I mean, just absolute mess here. Just pretty much trying to do it. And then here's the final part of the wreck with JJ Yeley and David Reagan, and they just, I don't pretty much think they were clear yet, but they go into the wall together, and that pretty much ended their day. But back here live here at Dover. Now after that complete mess, the green flag just came out here. These cars have not pitted right now. Clint Bowyer and Dillon Jr. Those were the cars that stayed out during that time. And here comes Dillon Jr. to the front here at Dover. After that wreck, there's now only 35 cars on the racetrack. And that was absolutely huge. That's going to be a huge blow to the 31 car of Ryan Newman, because he's trying to catch points leader Kyle Busch. So Kyle Busch is going to get even a farther lead if he finishes the race today. Look at this mess here with all the damaged cars and cars that pitted, and this was the impact here. Tony Stewart and Kevin Harvick, those cars are just still in the back right now. They're coming around the 25th position, but that's the impact on pitting, because this is pretty much a shorter racetrack than you'd expect expect here at Dover. So Dale Jr. currently leads right now. Second is Clint Bowyer, third is Carl Edwards, fourth is Kasey Kahne, fifth is Kurt Busch, sixth is Brian Vickers, seventh is Greg Biffle, eighth is Jimmie Johnson, ninth is David Dillon, and round up the top 10 is Denny Hamlin right now. We'll see. These two drivers here, Dale Jr. and Clint Bowyer, they have not, well, Dale Jr. has not have a won yet. Clint Bowyer did win a race, I believe in Bristol Motor Speedway. I'm not really sure. Carl Edwards won at, Kansas, complete domination there. You see you have Kasey Kahne there, Kurt Busch. Very good runs here, but they did not pit on that last time, so that's pretty much the reason why they are currently out front. So Dale Jr. brings out front here. He's actually gaining a little bit on his lead over Clint Bowyer right now. Jeff Gordon, why don't stop pitted here with this three-car group with Jeff Gordon, Kevin Harvick, and Tony Stewart here. They currently have moved to the 18th position. They were running in around the top 25 position right now, and they're making a move on AJ Allmendinger right now. This is pretty much going to be the leading spot right here once the rest of the cars around here pitted. This fight here between Dale Jr. and Clint Bowyer's pit, like who can get the better run off the corner right now, it seems like, because the lead's been gaining, the leads have not. It's just been going back and forth between each other. Pretty much on how much tires they're using, how well they can run the corners. The car's tire loose, or it's just perfect. Kurt Busch looking for third place over Carl Edwards right now, all over the back bumper right now. As you can see, look at this movement between these three cars here. Jeff Gordon here, the ones that pitted right now, currently running in the 14th position. At the start of the race, he did not really move. At the start of the restart, he has not really moved up. But since we've been going caution free so far, those tires are really getting used. It's really being used right now. Pretty much the freshest tires on the track right now. So, and he's using it to its advantage to make his way back up front. And if the caution comes out now, the rest of these cars up front have to pit. So he will pretty much most likely be in the lead, or at least in the top 5. Pretty much the tires are really only like two laps ahead of the rest of the field that did not pit it, but that two tires can pretty much leave a pretty good impact on how the race is run. This is a concrete track that can wear tires pretty quickly. So Dale Jr. continues being your race lead here. Kurt Busch has moved to the 3rd position now, but behind him, Jimmie Johnson, Kasey Kahne are really coming right now. Oh, wow. Teammates almost turned each other there. That was really close. Great save there by the 5 car, Kasey Kahne. That could have been very bad for them. And that has the advantage of Denny Hamlin and Carl Edwards there. That got Fred Dell Jr. continues to be a race leader, almost a 2nd lead now over Clint Bowyer right now. Denny Hamlin's moved to the 4th position now. Denny Hamlin's pretty good at this racetrack here. Looking for his first win today. Only a few drivers in the top 10 does not have won a race this season, including the race leader Dillon Jr. He's currently running very good in points right now. Pretty much as if he continues this way, don't get in a lot of wrecks, he will easily make the playoffs, and this win will easily help them pretty much during the 1st round of the playoffs. Jimmie Johnson's finally moved past Kasey Kahne there after almost wrecking him. Let's take a lead over Clint Bowyer now for Dillon Jr. Here comes the cars that pitted right now. Jeff Gordon just cracked the top 10. Tony Stewart not running, not far either. Currently running in the 13th position. But those few laps of tires can impact of how you run. And we're really showing it between Jeff Gordon Here goes Kyle Busch going inside of Kasey Kahne. And Jeff Busch going inside Kasey Kahne here. Here comes a battle here between Denny Hamlin and Kurt Busch here. Looks like Denny Hamlin definitely has the faster car on the longer run. And he's really using that to his advantage. And he will easily clear Kurt Busch. And he has moved to the third position. Ever since that moment between Jimmie Johnson and Kasey Kahne has fallen back pretty far now to 9th place, and he's probably going to get passed by Tony Stewart because he has the fresher tires. So a very big impact between them right now. 1 point, well, after they crossed the line, almost a 2-second lead between Dillon Jr. and Clint Bowyer. I bet strategy is really going to be a factor here on how this race will be run during the rest of the way. If they go the rest of the way. There goes Jeff Gordon in the 24 car. Used up to 6, now looking for 5th position. Using the impact of the cars going side by side. And just passing them very easy on pretty much the freshest tires on the track right now. Looking for that position for Jimmie Johnson. He's going to go to the inside of him. And he's going to clear him. He almost cleared him, and now he has cleared them for the 5th position. Jimmie Johnson may lose another position over Kyle Busch in the 18. There goes Denny Hamlin right now in the 11. Look, first win of the season. We can tell you right now, this guy is desperate for a win here. Even though he's pretty good in points right now, he really wants to win here, which will impact him in the first round of the playoffs. Because, as I said, if you win in a season and make the playoffs on points, you get 3 points every single time. You get additional 3 bonus points every single time you win a race during the regular season. So a win right here could pretty much impact you during the end of the season. For example, Matt Kenseth is not really. Let's look at Matt Kenseth in the 20 car right now. Oh yeah, he is out of the race. But yeah, for example, Matt Kenseth, he's out of the race here too, and he's pretty much in the back in points, trying to fight himself his way in on points, even though he has a Daytona 500 win. So even though Matt Kenseth has a Daytona 5 win, he may not make the playoffs on points because he's pretty much not going to be in the top 16 when this race is over. Unless the more cars get involved in wrecks, but it's pretty much not going to happen here. See Resource in there to pit. Almost over a 2.5 second lead for Dillon Jr. by the way, completely pulling away. But here come the faster cars right now. Kurt Busch gonna come down the pit road this time. And his pit stops are getting underway here. So this is gonna be a 2 pit stop race here for the win. Or maybe some strategy may be getting played here. Denny Hamlin has passed Dillon Jr., but here comes Dillon Jr. to pit road. That will lead Denny Hamlin with the race lead now. So Denny Hamlin and Jeff Gordon, those 2 cars have not pit. But I think Denny Hamlin's going to come down the pit road, or he's going to take the low side. Oh no! Resource and Jeff Gordon has just went together. Did that bring out a caution? Yes, it did bring out the caution. Problems for the 24 car, Jeff Gordon and Resource in there. And that happened right on green flag pit stuff. That is absolutely not what they need to see. I'm trying to find Jeff Gordon here, but he was involved in that wreck. Denny Hamlin's gonna come down the pit road here. I believe the rest of the cars will come down the pit road. But wow, that was very unexpected. Jeff Gordon gets into the 44 car, Sorenson. And that brings out the caution. Pretty much at the wrong place at the wrong time for the cars who do not pit. I think we're still wrecking. Yeah. Brian Vickers and David Gillen, they got together. And that's what's so hard about it. You gotta get slowed down very hard for the caution flag. I also happened to bring out the caution with Jeff Gordon and Sorenson. And we're still wrecking, I believe. Hold on. Yeah, Brian Vickers is still wrecking there. Alright, let's see what happened to bring out the caution. So here's what happened here. I think Sorenson got up to the track way too early, and Jeff Gordon was pretty much maintaining his line, and he just absolutely puts Sorenson into the wall. And he slams him very hard. Jeff Gordon has rear end damage because of that too, so that's pretty much going to impact him. One of the favorites to win this race is now into the wall, and pretty much does have damage to his car. See that damage crumpling up there. Does that damage Jeff Gordon has going to impact him if he can win the race there now? And that pretty much ended days for Reed Sorenson. And also, what happened to David Dillon here? Oh my! So here's what happened to David Dillon here. David Dillon's just speeding up right now, and he just runs into the back of Kasey Kahne's car. And here goes Brian Vickers in the 285 car. Trying to turn, but he has nowhere to go. He's gonna hit him. Pretty much ending the engine of David Dillon there, but pretty much what happened. That's pretty much what happened to him right there, but back up front, look at all the cars that are one lap down thanks to that caution flag. You have Trevor Bayne, Stenhouse Jr, Kasey Kahne, Blaney, Menard back way down. Justin Allgaier, Ryan Blaney, also Dillon, Joe Logano, just so many cars a lap down thanks to that pit cycle, that caution that happened. The lineup here for the top 10. It's just an absolute mess right now. So first is Denny Hamlin. The leader is Denny Hamlin, the 11 right now. Second is Kyle Busch. Third is Jeff Gordon. Fourth is Kevin Harvick. Fifth is Truex Jr. Sixth is Kyle Larson. Seventh is Tony Stewart. Eighth is Aric Almirola. Ninth is Cole Witt. And my top 10 is Jim McMurray. Making the way here. So 3 wide behind him, almost 4 wide between the leaders. Denny Hamlin's trying to find a way to get through this mess here, but this is going to be tough here. By the way, here goes Kevin Harvick for the race lead. When Kevin Harvick get down there, he's going to take the race lead. We Cole Witt there pitting. You see, Denny Hamlin actually came out of pit road, so that was the reason why he gave up that race lead. Back up front here, looking for cautions out. And Jeff Gordon was the race leader. Probably something happened to the 4 car, but I'm not really much sure. Trying to look here. So Jeff Gordon is your race leader, by the way, and he's gonna probably come out of pit road. That is correct. Alright, let's see what happened. We got the caution, which I believe involved the 4 car of Kevin Harvick.
You just started a mission! You need to be talking.
So here's what happened. Biffle was a lap down, gets into a 21 car, Ryan Blaney, spinning out second place car, Kyle Busch, and Ryan Blaney spins out the leader of Kevin Harvick. So the 2 cars, first and second, get involved in that wreck. You see Ryan Blaney gets to grab Biffle there. Fortunately, some of these cars that oh, we gotta find out who is in the lead and what, but those 2 cars, first and second, ends up spinning around here. Takes you 2 lap cars. Let's look at this again. as he goes spinning around here. Just look like he has enough damage to his car, so he looks like he's gonna be fine. So that's Kyle Busch. He may just tap the wall, but probably has no damage to his car. But very unfortunate for them. Let's see what's gonna go on right now after this. Since we're getting the stats on 56 laps into today's race, there's only 13 cars currently on the lead lap right now. 14th through 13th through 25th are lapped down. 3 through 55 are 2 laps down. Or I meant to say 26 through 32 are 2 laps down, and the 23 car in 33rd position is 3 laps down. And then we have, I think the 8 cars are out of the race right now with damage. So we're 56 laps into today's race. Let's go and look at our top 10 rundown right now. So first is Jeff Gordon, second is Truex Jr, third is Kyle Busch, fourth is Earnhardt Jr, fifth is Clint Bowyer, sixth is Carl Edwards, seventh is Kurt Busch, eighth is Jimmie Johnson, ninth is AJ Almindinger, and right at the top 10 is Jay McMurray. We have 11th Carl Larson, 12th Tony Stewart, and 13th is Kevin Harvick. Look at the cars 1 lap down. All thanks to 1 caution during pit stop cycles with Jeff Gordon and Sorenson there. Look, the 11th car Denny Hamlin, he pitted after the restart last time. And guess what now? He's a lap down thanks to that caution. That's how much caution can impact a race during pit stops. So here we go, getting ready for another restart here. We'll look on board of the Jeff Gordon's on the restart here. Also, Dillon looking to get his lap back right now. But here comes Truex Jr. 2 in the 78. He's looking for the race lead. Also, still gets his lap back briefly. Another caution just came out here. Oh! JJ Yelly. Oh, Kasey Kahne and Brian Vickers there.
Oh, they're not doing nothing.
Oh, man. Alex Bowman also involved in that wreck, too. And guess what? Also, Dillon gets his lap back because of that. And Truex Jr. took the race lead before after they raced back.
No, you're not doing that either.
Alright, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if anyone's in the pit here. Must have feel looks like everyone's gonna pretty much come down the pit road here. Just get them to the rest of the way. See Justin Allgaier there smoking as well. Oh yeah, he has expired an engine. Alright, let's see what happened to bring out the caution here. So here's what happened right now to bring out the caution. Let's go back here. So here's what happened. 11 car gets to the 7 car of Alex Bowman right there. Slams the wall, spins out, almost gets clipped Denny Hamlin there. And here comes Kasey Kahne in the 5 car. He has absolutely nowhere to go. It slams right into him. Another big hit for the 5 car. Last time was at Charlotte. See, 26 car has nowhere to go there too. And then just Brian Vickers just absolutely slams him. And pretty much both of them cars are done for. That's going to pretty much kill them in points during this race here. They already having bad days so far being lapped out of that pit cycle. But that just makes their day more worse. They're being out of the race. It looks like Brian Vickers is already slow on speed either way, actually. So watch it full time here. Wow. Alright, back up front here. 62 laps into today's race here. So now there's, I believe there is, oh, so Austin just got one of his laps back. Okay. I thought it was on the lead lap. So here's your once again rundown. Now, first is Jeff Gordon. Second is AJ Almindinger. Third is, Jimmy McMurry. Fourth is Truex Jr. Fifth is Kyle Busch. Sixth is Kyle Larson. Seventh is Carl Edwards. Eighth is Kurt Busch. Ninth is Clint Bowyer. And right up the top 10 is Kevin Harvick. Other cars that are still in the lead lap is Dale Jr., Jimmie Johnson, and Tony Stewart. I want you to go back to the start of the race here. Those two cars that pitted on the first caution, look where they're at right now. The impact on the impact of pitting on the first caution, because when we got to the green flash cycle, they didn't need a pit for the next couple laps, and the caution came out. Those cars that pitted are now on the lead lap and have the chance to get a very good finish during the season. Most of these cars are in contention to get in the chase. Alright, let's look on board on the 7-8 car Truex Jr. here as he gets ready for the restart. If I'm correct, Cole is also a lap car too. Oh, another wreck here off of the backstretch. That is Ryan Blaney there. That did not bring out a caution. And Jimmie Johnson was also one involved. And Tony Stewart. So that did not bring out a caution. There's a lot of damage to Ryan Blaney's car. Let's see what happened. I believe they involved Jimmie Johnson too. He has a lot of damage to his car too. So here what happened. 3 wide. Stewart forces 3 wide. And look at that. Just pretty much an aggressive move by Tony Stewart, which ends up spinning the 21 car around. He gets into the wall, but that did not bring out a caution there. And now the caution's out here. Whoa! Oh, the big wreck here looks like. Wow. Dale Jr. was another car involved? Wow. What a mess here since that pit cycle. Let's go and see what happened to bring out that caution. So the big one here has struck here at Dover. Pretty much all the cars are trying to avoid it. So this involved pretty much a lot of cars here, lap cars and lead lap cars here. So here's what happened. You see Brian, just pretty much a chain reaction right now. The 3 wide mostly the whole way. And the cars are just, yeah, just pretty much big mess here. There's pretty much just a 3 wide pack here at Dover in the Nashville Raceway, and there's absolutely no room. This is pretty much, either way, another wreck was gonna start here anyway, and pretty much all the cars in front of them just get involved. And yeah. The Jim got a piece of it, saying he's sitting on shoes spinning there too. Called Earnhardt Jr, Logano, Trevor Bayne. See, Brian Blaney's just spinning there for one reason. I wonder if they were just reacting to that 27 car, which is actually stuck on the racetrack, and this is what figure out what also happened here too. Yeah, they just went all down the racetrack and they just started sliding, including leader Jeff Gordon, which I believe hit him before he went away. And that caused another little pile up here. Stewart, you see him spinning around. Greg Biffle. I mean, they're just all spinning around, as you can see. What an absolute mess right now. See, wow. Well, I'm telling you right now, if you get on that apron, you're going to spin out. That's why I can tell you that right now. If you get down on the bottom of the racetrack, all that where the black part of the racetrack, you're going to spin out. And pretty much, Blaney had the worst of it. Once again, Palmer was stuck on the apron. Was stuck. Whew.
First, I have a question. How can play competition?
Alright, here we go for another restart here. Jeff Gordon once again, your race leader, now Aric Almirola in second place. Here we go once again, back out here at Dover. What's pretty much been happening is just lead lap cars just getting aggressive with all the rest of the lap cars here. That's pretty much sparking all these wrecks right now in the past pretty much the whole race now, ever since that second round pit stops. But anyway, here goes Aric Almirola in the 47. He's running second place actually now. He's looking for the race lead over Jeff Gordon. Once again, Jeff Gordon has damage on his rear bumper for some couple of wrecks that happened there. Here he comes to the inside. Then him looking for getting his lap back. He was pretty much one of the fastest cars on the racetrack until that caution came out. Aric Almirola now leads. And he's pulling away for the rest of the field now. Aric Almirola passes him. Clint Bowyer now passes him. Busch also looks like he's going to try to pass him too. That damage has pretty much impacted him on the race. Then he gets past Aric Almirola to get his lap back. Now he just hopes for a caution to come out. Goes Kyle Busch to the inside of Clint Bowyer now, looking for second place. But he sticks back there. Now Clint Bowyer still turning down the second position. Now trying to run down the 47 car, AJ Almindinger now. AJ Almindinger trying to play spoiler to this race. While Clint Bowyer and Kyle Busch is riding that AJ Almindinger very fast now. Here goes Kyle Busch to the inside once again. And Kyle Busch passes AJ Almindinger. 79 laps in.
I'll trade in case.
Pretty much having an average season here for the 47 car AJ Almindinger. You right that Daytona, but since he's been having pretty good average runs, he's in the chase I believe, or near it right now. But I'm not sure since I've been out here for so long. But what a win it would be for the 47 car AJ Almindinger. But he has a fight between Kyle Busch and Clint Bowyer now. Kyle Busch is extremely running AJ Almindinger down right now. Remember, he spun out too, but he did not know damage, so pretty much nothing really happened bad for Kyle Busch in damage, I should say. But in racing, he's been doing pretty good. He's just been caught up in people's wreck. That's pretty much it. You have Kurt Busch here in 4th, Truex in 5th. Jeff Gordon has now fallen to 6th place now. I'm pretty much saying it's all because of that damage he's been having throughout the whole race. Here comes Tony Stewart. He's going to pass him too. And to the inside, 18 car of Kyle Busch. Now trying to look for his second win of the season. And he's going to easily clear him there. Kyle Busch should race lead.
They're all up there, so I'm going to try to find
Last week we thought few laps ago we thought Denny Hamlin has the fastest car on the racetrack, but he got caught up in that pit cycle when the caution came out. Looked like the 11 car had the fastest car of the race here, but it wasn't it. That wasn't it. But AJ Allmendinger is still holding on to with Kyle Busch here. But can he pass him once again? That's gonna be pretty tough. Got run by Kyle Busch off turn 2, leaving some space between AJ Allmendinger. I believe Clint Bowyer does have the faster car against AJ Allmendinger, but here he comes to the inside now.
Oh, yes, I will play. I just
They're trying to chime, but this is what Kyle Busch and 18 absolutely wants to see from them. And he's just pretty much having some fun looking out the window right now. After that, he came to the half-second lead trying to pass as AJ Allmendinger tried to pass Clint Bowyer. Coming to 10 laps to go here at the race here at Dover. Clint Bowyer's gonna try to get on the inside. AJ Allmendinger. And he's gonna clear him very easily. But a great run by AJ Allmendinger today. Either way, he's gonna get some very good points here trying to make it in the chase. Can Clint Bowyer catch Kyle Busch up? 3/4 of a second lead right now. Well, that's exactly the same between Kyle Busch and Clint Bowyer there, but Clint Bowyer's running out of time to catch him up. Gained a little bit there between Clint Bowyer gained a little bit over Kyle Busch there, but is there enough time to catch him up? Truex has passed Kurt Busch for 4th position there. He's going to try to get 2 back up front, and he's still closing in a little bit now. Both of these drivers have won this season, and this will pretty much impact them if they won here today on the chase. 5 laps to go. Kyle Busch had a better lap last lap. It looks like Kyle Busch does have the better race car during here, but let's see out. Got 4 laps to go. Pretty much back and forth right now between times right now. Depends on who has the better run right now. Coming to 3 laps to go here this time by.
This iron. Literally, this iron right here. This literally wasted his full.
3 laps.
Literally, like.
Catch up to Rasley's 15 car Clint Bowyer. But is there enough time for them? 2 laps to go here. Is there enough time for the 15 car to catch Kyle Busch for the race win here? We're coming to the white flag this time by. 1 to go here at Dover. It looks like Kyle Busch in the 18 has the stronger car here down the backstretch for the final time here. And looks like he's going to easily do it coming out of turn number 4. Kyle Busch has conquered Monster Rally and he will win here at Dover. Denny Hamlin there too, but another win here for the 18 car of Kyle Busch here. Continuing his points lead domination, and he's going to have a very long points lead here come to the next couple of races here. Alright, let's go and look at our lineup here, our official standings. Once again, Kyle Busch wins here. 2nd is Clint Bowyer, 3rd is AJ Allmendinger, 4th is Truex Jr, 5th is Kurt Busch, 6th is Tony Stewart, 7th is Kevin Harvick, 8th is Carl Edwards, 9th is Jeff Gordon, and right at the top 10 is Jamie McMurray. 11th is Jimmie Johnson, 12th is Earnhardt Jr, 13th is Kyle Larson, 14th is Denny Hamlin, which is the last car on the lead lap. 15th, Trevor Bayne. 16th, Aric Almirola. 17th, also Dillon. 18th is Cole Witt. 19th, Ryan Blaney. Right up top 20 is Michael Annett. 21st, Johnny Sauter. 22nd is Michael McDowell. 23rd is Hornish Jr. Last car one lap down. 24th, Joe Logano. 25th, Greg Biffle. Those are two cars that were 2 laps down. 26th, Paul Menard and JJ Yell. Last car on the racetrack. And those 2 cars were 3 laps down. Here's the rest of the cars who failed to finish the race pretty much due to crashes. And for the 31, Ryan Newman pretty much showing his absolute domination. It's pretty much falling a little bit now because of the crashes he's been into now for the last couple of races. But can he continue? Can he fight back? Trying to get back to it. But once again, Kyle Busch is gonna have a very big points lead coming to Pocono next week. So once again, Kyle Busch is your race winner. Next time we'll be at the 2.5 mile Turkey Triangle Pocono Raceway in Pocono's Mountains. And we'll see you all there. Once again, Kyle Busch is your winner here at Dover.